The following broadcast is an official production of the Faulkner Sports Network.
We haven't seen a charge job, but that's very
Oh,
cool.
and bomb into screw attack. Nice.
Good kill.
And a back air. Wow. Heck of a play by the captain. Oh!
Nice.
All right, so an interesting strategy there. Oh, that's it.
Oh, wow. Oh. Well, that's one way to get a kill.
So far, so good. Uh-oh, good spot dodge.
Nice.
Lovely.
Both characters are actually fairly susceptible to juggling. Dark Pit because he's so... Oh, that's one for the highlight reel. DK. Hey, you're like a big monkey foot in your face. Good neutral air there. Tries to... Oh, and back air for the win. Back air.
Oh, and you get a command grab.
There we go.
Nice. The stage spike.
Oh! Good night. Hello, and welcome into the broadcast here on the Faulkner Sports Network. We've got a Faulkner Smash Bros. Game for you tonight. Not the blue team, this time the white team.
Sir.
So it's going to be white team versus the University of Seattle, Redhawks versus Eagles in this first round of the playoffs. So you saw earlier tonight we had the playoff game for the blue team. We have the white team, which is in the Open +3 division.
Yes, sir.
So the first game will be happening here, we hope, in a second. I'm your
Hopefully.
head coach, Caleb Colquitt,
And I'm Joshua Chalchi.
and he's the captain of the blue team who just came off a big victory. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
But yeah, so the other team has not checked in yet, so we're hoping there's a game. We do not know for a fact if that is going to be the case. It looks like we are checked in, they are not. But, you know, we're hoping that a game will happen here soon. So just in case that does happen, let's go ahead and meet our team.
Maining Ridley, the Lieutenant, Shadow Death God, Connor Hagin, Laying Isabel, Avarice, Logan Chalchi, making his mark with Inkling, Crazy C, Cooper Fisher, Maining Link, Zoinks, Brady, Zink, Maining Crom, Roslyn, Ross, Franklin, playing as Samus, Captain Kozmo, Silas Jones.
Right there inside Regitar USA High-Res Arena's Skyloft. We've got Ross and Silas and Connor, who has also lost some hair recently.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see, we got Cooper over there and Nacho.
There's
and...
us, right there.
Yes, we're there. Anyway, you can barely see us because we have a bunch of studio lights on us, which means we're super, super white.
Oh, yeah. And you
Even
can
though
see
you're
right-
actually not white. But
Dang it. But right there, you can see the top right there of my brother. And it looks like everyone's getting extremely ready for tonight's game. Everyone's hyped up.
yes.
But I really do hope they're able to play tonight because this is a very big thing for Faulkner, especially the Smash Bros. Team, because we've been preparing for this for a long time. Not even preparing for this, but like anticipating this moment for a very long time.
Yeah, and I'm really proud of Smash Bros. Both teams have made the playoffs.
Sir.
Both semesters. And this is actually the most teams that have ever made the playoffs in Faulkner history. We've had 4 teams in the playoffs this year, which is huge.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of work for me, but it's work that I'm glad to have.
Oh, yeah.
So we're really looking forward to this game. Again, no word from the Redhawks yet. We're hoping that changes in short order, but we will have to wait and see.
I'm not sure about the statistics on this, but the last game, the one we just played, that was the first ever win we have in playoffs for Smash Bros.
It
correct?
is. It is the first. Yeah, we mentioned that on the stream. That is the first Smash Bros. Playoff win we've ever had.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah, because last year, you remember we came very close in the first round, but wound up losing to LSU.
Yeah.
Both times.
And this season we've been playing against LSU about every once in a while.
Yes.
It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. The LSU guys are fun.
Oh, yeah.
Those Cajuns, they know how to party. But no, we've actually had several teams, not just with, I know you don't keep up with it as much, but not just with Smash Bros. We've had some really chill, like fun teams to play against in Overwatch this year and Counter-Strike. None yet in Marvel Rivals, although that's coming up.
Hopefully.
We've got, we're going to, again, my schedule is very hectic right now because of playoffs, but hopefully once playoffs are over, we're able to schedule a couple Marvel Rivals scrims. That would be really fun.
But there's a lot of hype right now in the arena, like the Smash Bros. White guys. I'm not sure if you guys saw when we did the pan over, but they are very, very excited. Like you can tell there was Kozmo on the couch, and I think he was playing against Ross. I think he still is.
Yeah.
And he's extremely ready for tonight. And he's been practicing a lot of Terry and Plant, and I was playing today against him. He was playing a little bit of Crom. He's just like pulling out everything in his arsenal, trying to find out what he's been like using the best and those kind of things. And he's doing really, 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 really well, especially for being the newest player we have on Smash Bros.
Right.
He's been really growing a lot recently.
Hey, speaking of Cosmo, he's got glasses now.
Oh yeah.
I did notice that, and not only do they look stylish, but I wonder if like maybe part of his improvement is that now he has glasses, like he can see the screen a little bit better. I was wondering if maybe that's part of the improvement.
Well, he's been
I've said for years, Seth could be like a pro level Smash Bros. Player if he could see the screen.
I think that's pretty accurate. Actually, this is some weird stuff that happens whenever me and him play.
Yep.
If ever he's mega tired, like playing against me, like just like on like friendly practice, he's just 8 times better when he's like half asleep.
I've wondered if what we need to do, like now he's not on the team anymore, but I wondered sometimes that what we needed to do is just like not let him sleep for like 48 hours, and then he'd just like 3-stock the entire rest of the team.
He played really good Smash Bros, but he probably wouldn't do great on the school.
Yeah, and that's the reason I didn't actually go through with it.
Yeah.
But
it's a very, very good hypothesis.
It's a strange trait that he has, that sleepiness is, I don't know, a boon for him somehow.
Yeah, it's weird. Like after he left the team, he started getting stupidly good. But like,
I know, right?
Now that he's gone, he's like, you know what? We're gonna do really good with Zero Suit, but you guys don't get that.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, he's still been a pretty big part of Faulkner over here. So
yeah, and he
really
still plays with the
appreciated.
guys all the time. Gives them somebody to play against, and a really good player to play against.
Oh yeah.
So we are still checked in. The Redhawks are not, and it is getting close to the 7:45 mark. So if they do not check in, we win by forfeit. Now, obviously, that is not what we want.
Yeah.
We would rather that not be the case, but we'll take the W if they're just refusing to play. So
yeah, the unfortunate part about this is the other team might not even know they're in playoffs, and
I've tried to message them to tell them that. So I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunate, but yeah,
it just went through. Faulkner does get the win for tonight.
Yep.
So and I need to get my. I wish there were a way to show the graphics or show the brackets from here. You can check them out on Playfly. So let's go ahead and look at the bracket and what that means for us. I'm going to refresh this, and I want to see. I'm guessing because, well, that's not right. I'm guessing because of the nature of how quickly that happened, we don't have an opponent chosen yet. I do want to mention that since Faulkner blew one, I don't know if you knew this, but we announced it on the stream earlier.
Yeah.
Miami-Dade.
Ooh.
Is going to be our opponent next time.
All right.
We thought it was going to be Bowling Green, who we did defeat, but we defeated just barely.
Yeah.
So I tell you what I'm going to do, because I think this is actually a different Miami-Dade team than the one that we played earlier.
Did we beat Miami-Dade or did we lose?
We lost to Miami-Dade, but I think this is a different Miami-Dade team. So I'm going to check that real quick and see if it's the same ones that we played earlier.
Yeah.
Nope, this is the one that played Faulkner Blue earlier, and we did lose to them. Let's go ahead and look at that score just to give the audience some frame of reference.
That was a really good match.
Oh, it was very close. It was
Oh, yeah.
11 to 12 and then 11 to 10. So our second round match should be pretty close.
Yeah.
Let's be sure to on practice really focus on watching that game film over again.
Yeah, I do not remember exactly who they were playing. All I do know is that we had some characters like that we were playing against that were kind of harder counters for our team, so it made it more difficult. Yet the skill level for the teams was like this.
Yeah, very close.
So I think if we just move around like who we're playing, what characters we're playing, those kind of things, which we have been doing a whole lot better after this game, I think we can win.
Okay.
However, it's going to be a giant toss in the bucket because we have a lot of our players have been picking up secondaries and new mains and those kind of things, and the blue team's been getting a little bit more confusing recently. However, even though it's been more confusing, it's also been getting increasingly stronger. And since that Miami-Dade game, we've already claimed a good spot in playoffs, and also we've gotten a lot more wins since then as well. And we just, as a team, gotten a lot better. So I think we have an extremely fair chance of making it to playoffs, like to championships in this playoffs.
I think we do, because we only have one more round to make it to the finals.
Yeah.
If we are able to beat Miami-Dade, we will go up against either Northeastern, or wait, is that Northeastern? Okay, so here's the thing. They give the abbreviation, but they don't actually give the school name, which is very confusing. Let's see. Yeah, Northwest State Community College.
Yeah.
So we will either play Northwest State, who already won their game, so we know it's not Norwich, or we will play Immaculata or LSU.
Yeah.
So it'll be one of those three if we're able to make it through, but we have to win that one first, and that's going to be a tough game.
I really hope we can get a really fun game with LSU to end the season.
That would
be a lot of fun.
Especially considering how often we've played them both this semester and last semester.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a comfort food sort of matchup.
Yeah, it would be. It's not like I'm not saying it would be easy by any means of the definition. I'm just saying they're fun to play with.
They are fun to play against.
They have fun characters, and they're just a really good team in general. So every sometime we play against them is a good experience. There's also been a few games that we played this semester that have just been the most fun ever. And the players in our division, very good people.
Yeah,
even the guys we play against tonight, they're really chill. I mean, they weren't like the most fun, they weren't like being like playful or like having those kind of antics, but they were still good people, and we really appreciate having that kind of game tonight. So
for sure. And since we have won this Smash White game by default, we actually do know who we're going to be playing against in the next round because they got a bye.
Okay.
So it will be our old friends ASU.
Oh, is it the same team that we played against this semester?
It's the
ASU,
varsity
or?
one. So it's the one that, yes, it's the same one that Faulkner White has already played against.
All right.
Yeah, so we will be playing against them. Let me make sure I've got that.
They are a very fun team to play against.
They are good. It's going to be tough for White to be able to beat them because that's their varsity going up against our, what would be considered junior varsity.
Yeah.
Our White team. So it's going to be a tough match. We've played them before. We know that they play very hard. But how cool would it be to have an actual playoff game either here or at ASU?
Awesome,
right?
Like, I love in-person games so much.
They're so much better.
While being able to have a really good communication with a team, like on chat, is fine, and sometimes it can be like the most fun thing ever.
Sure.
Being able to talk to people in person and just communicate with them, have a good time, like share funny stories, or like just talk to them about the game and other games that they play. It's like a different level of communication that makes something else come to life.
For sure.
And it's so much fun.
But yeah, so that is what we've got waiting down the pipe for us. And if we're able to defeat the Hornets, which, hopefully, we do have the results of some of the other matches already in. So it will be Tougaloo has actually lost to them. You remember we played them earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Tougaloo.
Tougaloo
Who
lost.
did they lose to?
The Larks, apparently.
Tougaloo is a pretty insane college.
Tougaloo lost to the Larks, who are, wait for it, Heston College.
Fair enough.
So we've never played them before, so we could play either them
They sound scary.
Or or it'll be LSU Alexandria, who we played last season, or who is that? Chardon State College, who we've also never played. So a lot of teams we've never played before in this playoff bracket.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that will be who we're going to be playing against again. If you're interested in checking out the different matchups or what the brackets look like, you can check all of those out at playfly.gg. Or sorry, playflycollege.gg.
Yeah.
So you do have to include the college. So it's Playfly College specifically. But you can check that out. And if you're interested in that, and of course we'll have all those brackets available on our social media.
Oh, yeah.
On YouTube.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, Facebook. It's going to be huge. It's going to be massive. It's going to be tremendous. Tremendous team. But anyway, it's available on Instagram. We've got all those graphics. So be sure to check that out. And we will have all of that information, the scheduling for the next games, which for this next round, both teams advancing to round 2. Pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. This is the moment that Smash Bros. And also myself has been waiting for a long time. This is a long time coming.
Yeah, well, you know, when I first got involved in esports, I obviously as a coach want to be good at every sport, but Smash Bros. Was the one that I like. It's just my personal favorite game. It's the one I've played the longest. I've been playing this since I was, a teenager myself, and I'm 35.
Yeah.
So, well, actually a little before I was a teenager, but because it came out in '98. But yeah, I love Smash Bros. I've been a big Smash Bros. Fan my whole life, and it's the sport I most wanted to be good at. And so to be able to see us have some success and actually not only go to the playoffs, but now advance in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
We went from not having a single win after 2 years of having a team to now not only being in the playoffs, but going to the second round. We're in the semifinals of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So really
Every
big deal.
single year, Faulkner Smash Bros. Team is getting increasingly better by leaps and bounds. And that is probably one of my biggest flexes that I've ever had.
For sure.
Because,
and you've been a big part of that.
I like to think so a little bit, but but these guys, it's not really all me.
It's definitely not all you.
A lot of it is just a whole crap ton of work that everyone puts in.
Yep.
And I know I can attribute that back to the last captain, Mr. Seth Dawson, and also there's just a lot of players on the team who make it a lot easier on other people, along with me. So it makes things work really smoothly.
It does.
And I'm just very, very happy with how the progress of the team.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, I guess that's about all we have to say since now we have the results of it. And, there's not really much point doing a post-game show since there was nobody playing. So I guess we'll just go ahead and wrap there.
Right.
Hate that we don't have any Smash Bros. For you tonight, but, I think we could stand to do some celebration at Generic Burger Place.
Generic Burger Place.
Right, Generic Burger Place. We can go ahead and do that. And
they should sponsor us.
They really should.
Again.
They used to be a sponsor. They're not now.
Dang it.
But I would also mention before we do go that we've got lots of stuff coming up. We have, of course, those next 2 matches that we mentioned that are going to be happening on April 7th.
Yep.
That's going to be at 6 p.m. and the official time is 7:30 p.m. for white team. I'm going to ask for a reschedule to 8 just in case our game doesn't go as quick as it did tonight.
Yeah.
And that game probably won't, just to be perfectly honest. I could very easily see that game going to a game 3.
Which one?
The one against Miami-Dade.
Yeah, that one. That one was one of those games that was like, it could easily go into round 3.
Well, see, and that's the thing. It was round 2 earlier, but like I said, the score was 11-12 and 10-12. So, it was neck and neck the whole way.
It was the definition of nail-biter.
Right. So, it just happened to wind up. That's one of those teams that if we played them in 100 matches,
we'd win 50 of them.
You'd win 50 of them. And so, that's the way that it goes. So, all that being said, that one will probably take a little longer, so we want to get some extra time. So, the plan is 6 p.m. next Monday, April 7th for Faulkner versus Miami-Dade, and then 8 p.m. versus Alabama State University. And because they're our buddies, they'll probably be fine with rescheduling it to 8, especially if they come here or we go over there. I would rather it be here because, especially it being a playoff game, ASU, great program, but they don't have streaming. So we'll request if they're fine with it just so you can see the playoffs. And they actually said this to us too. It's like, guys, your broadcasts are phenomenal. And that's one of the reasons we like coming over there is because we actually use the tapes that you guys put out and use them to evaluate our own stuff. So that's really cool. And we love ASU. You guys, if you're watching, you're more than welcome to come over here. We're more than happy to go over there. Whichever way y'all would rather do it, fine with us. But we'd love to have. Oh yeah, we always have fun with them. But we'd love to have our sister school over there, our fellow Gumpers,
Fellow Gumpers. Yep, that would do it.
From Montgomery. Yeah. We'd love to have them come over here, and we'll try to get that out. But we'll get those details out to you over our socials. And then, of course, we have Overwatch Wednesday night. You'll be playing in that one.
Yippee!
So we got Overwatch 2 Wednesday, April the 2nd at 9 p.m. So that's going to be University of South Dakota, the Coyotes versus Eagles. And so we'll be taking that on. And then on Thursday, we have Counter-Strike 2 versus whoa, it just blanked on it. It was Texas A&M. Texas A&M versus Texas A&M, so
That's a
Aggies and
scary
Eagles.
team.
So, do you know the backstory of Texas A&M?
They're Texas A&M.
Well, yes, but there's more to it than that. So, this is, I think, their 4th string Counter-Strike team.
Okay.
However, Texas A&M has multiple national championships in Counter-Strike. They are one of the premier Counter-Strike programs in
That's insane.
in the country. Yeah, they're extremely good, like scary levels good.
And we're competing with those guys.
And we are competing with those guys. But it's their 4th string, and we did play them. And granted, they did win a decisive victory. I think we only took 5 or 6 rounds in that entire game.
Yeah.
But they had a handicap. Me.
Dang it, coach.
Hey, I won that one round.
Yeah, you did actually. I watched that.
Yes.
You showed me, and it was dope.
Yes.
That was awesome.
I think we won 5 rounds. I won one of them.
Shotgun to the head, boys.
Yes, shotgun to the head and then defuse the bomb. So
That
I
was
did my part.
close.
Yes, it was. I was terrified. I was like, I remember I was the only one left, and I saw that there was only one guy. I was like, I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to screw this up.
And then he didn't screw it up.
I did not. I, in fact, did not screw it up. Don't know why there's throngs of people coming in when there's a broadcast going on, but that doesn't need to be happening.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I had to take a break to talk to my team there for a second. Anyway, so we will have all of that coming up later this week. So that one's going to be 7:30 on Thursday night. But we will go ahead and let you know everything about that as time comes up. Now, we've already rescheduled and done all this, so those should be the start times. You shouldn't have any reschedules there. So we'll start then, and that will be round 1 of the playoffs. These next matches will happen next week, and if we advance in Overwatch and Counter-Strike, they will also be at similar times the next week. So be sure to check all of that out. And we're going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you so much for doing our commentary on this non-game, Josh.
Got you.
But we will be back for our next broadcast Wednesday night, 9 p.m., for our first round matchup in Overwatch against South Dakota. Until then, stay the course, friends.
The preceding broadcast was an official presentation of Faulkner University. It may not be redistributed without the express written consent of the Faulkner University Athletic Department. Regitar USA High-Res Arena is sponsored by Regitar USA. The national anthem was performed by the Faulkner University Chorus. If you would like to learn more about the Faulkner eSports program, visit our official website at faulknereagles.com or follow us on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for all the latest news and events.